Hello everyone! Today we are going to defeat the Moonlord, a new raid boss that was added during the Tides of Terraria update. In order to obtain the sigel that you're going to need, the schematic, you need to go over to this island right here, Sealed Realm of Terraria. There is a dungeon, and at the end, there's a couple chests, and then that's how you get it. You make sure to grab a couple of hollowed bars, as you'll need 100 of them in order to craft this. Alright, with the sigil in hand, let's go to a raid base. This one shouldn't be that tough, as the Terraria dungeon itself wasn't that bad. So this place doesn't really have the best of pals. I'm also gonna put in everyone of my team, except for Jedi Dragon. He can stay out with me. And I have like 109 rockets, so we should be good. Alright, let's summon this boy. Well, whoa, that is a lot bigger than I expected it would be. Oh my god. Ow. Well, some of them are already dying. I need Jedi Dragon here. I want to fire some of the rockets at his hands, because now I remember some of the fight from Terraria. That's how we used to do that. Well, it seems like it's going to be a bit tougher than I expected. Although everyone is hitting his head. Although I guess they're hitting his eyeball on his head, and that's specifically what damages it. There we go, big boy damage when a rocket hits. I'm surprised a lot of them are still alive. A lot of the pals, that is. Alright, I think his head eyeball is down. Seems like everyone is focusing on the left hand. Or the right hand, I guess. It's on our left hand side, but it is his right hand. It's a lot harder to hit, because he's waving his hand around. Not a lot of them are alive. Somehow still the level 19... Never mind. The level 19 Gamma Moth is no longer with us. Most of the ones that are with us, though, are my original team that I put down. But even they are struggling. I think Griswold and Zoe went down. Though they always had a very bad defense for whatever reason. God, my aim is terrible, man. When he's waving his little hands around. I need to get his pattern down if I want to hit him. I think doing it with the rocket launcher probably not the best idea. Alright, Jedi Dragon's rockets are almost ready. So I can just go in here and rocket barrage the hand. For some reason they're targeting his head. Okay, well that didn't work as well as I hoped it would. Right, his hand's almost down. I think everyone but Jedi Dragon is down too, though. Alright, his eyeball came out. That's not what I expected. And I cannot destroy that. Okay, so it just makes the fight a bit harder. This random fucking turtle thinks he can beat us while we're in a boss fight with a giant dude. I didn't bring any healing items, so this might not be a good one. But I didn't expect to need healing items either. Movement is kind of... well, it is very predictable. It's just kind of hard to stand still and aim. It also doesn't really help that Jedi Dragon doesn't hit most of his shots. I guess he has the same aim as I do. I trained him after all. Yeah, I don't think the rocket launcher by itself is that good either. We need like a minigun or something. I mean, if it hits very hard, but the problem is I don't hit. And I'm dead. We have the multi-guided missile launcher. We may as well take that as well. As well as a Gatling gun. We would need... what kind of ammo does it use? Gatling gun ammo? Sounds like it would make sense. Right, I already have the missiles for whatever reason. Alright, I grabbed a couple other items. Let's go back to that base. He should be despawned by now. Let's start building a bunch of beds. Alright, it doesn't look like they can rescue Zoe. So I guess we're gonna have to do that ourselves. Actually, I'm going back here, but I think Not even gonna work here. She just needs to stick in the Pal box for a while. Well, ultimately, I don't think it's that necessary to have her on the team. Alright, time to put the altar back. Where I can put it is such a weird way, because it doesn't want to go all the way over here. Alright, try 2 in action. Let's summon the Moonlord one more time. And let's go for the eyeball first on his head. Try to get that down as quick as possible with the guided missile launchers. Because the more pals we have alive, the easier the hands will be. Well, presumably anyway. But he is killing quite a lot if I look at it. The neat thing about the guided ones is they should also allow us a little bit of leeway, although it doesn't seem like it's doing it much. Right? Now they're just going to his eyeball again? Or to his head eyeball, I guess, or where it was. Even with the Gatling gun, it's hard to hit him. Right, I think they are focused on that hand while I do this one. Never mind, now they focus on this as well. I ran out, that's not good. The guided missile launcher is just shooting randomly. It just attacks everything else. It would help if the hands had hitbox as well, but it doesn't, it's just the eyeball. Right, Lily's down, so I think it's only Jetta Dragon. There's a Memoraz, but he's just chilling over there. Right, I'm getting some good hits in, I'm trying to stay as close as I can. It's kind of annoying because he's also turning while waving his hand around. And if I imagine, looking at his HP, yeah, that wasn't even his final phase yet. His heart opened up, but at least that is stationary, so it should be fine. I wonder if the guided missiles will attack that. It will, good. I think what happened with the eyeballs, why they didn't want to go for it, is because it kept closing. We don't have that problem with his heart, so that is good. However, I don't know what the heck the Jetta Dragon is on or is doing. We could actually, if he gets over here and flipping lets me ride him, we can just bombard his heart with rockets. Yeah, that goes real quick, real fast. Alright, and then back to the regularly scheduled missiles. He has so much HP though. Not as bad as most other raid bosses, but still though, especially since most pals don't even hit him properly. It's really up to us in this one. But we almost got him. I think 1 or 2 more volleys. We should be good. Yeah, 1 more volley. Specifically, I think 1 more rocket even. Boom, baby! It's called Xenolord in this one. But it was the Moonlord. But heck yeah, boss eliminated. But at what cost? Does he drop anything? Moonlord? No, that's not his stuff. Yeah, I don't think he dropped anything. It's kind of sad. Why is this dude just laying on the floor here? Huh? Is that what he dropped? He dropped a pal? He was just another trainer. Alright, everyone, back in the box. We don't have any food out here for them. And they're all dead anyway, so they may as well go back. So looking at my inventory, I do have a bunch of new items in here. I guess it didn't drop them on the floor, it just gave them in my inventory. Nothing really that great, though. But apparently it does have a smaller percent chance to drop specific masks and stuff like that. But hey, maybe we'll do it again. Maybe I should actually get a proper raid team together at some point. This was just some random stuff that I caught real quick, because, well, I sold everyone else. It was a pretty cool boss fight. It's just kind of sad that most pals don't really seem to be able to hit the hand eyeballs. But other than that, pretty great. I'm going to be leaving it off over here. I hope you all enjoyed, and I see you on the next one. Bye, everyone.